All right. So this journal. Five. All right. Retake. Okay. So. Okay. Fuck. Retake. All right. So thank you guys for joining, clicking in. What you've just clicked into is more so just me basically documenting my life. So think of this as just like your average daily journal, but instead of me doing it on paper, which is a very great form and method, I'm actually deciding to do it via YouTube. So there'll be a lot of, say, things I probably shouldn't talk about, things I will talk about, of course. And, I won't name drop folks that are like, remotely close in my lives that may affect their livelihoods, without their permission, so on and so forth. So it gets pretty real. It's going to get really real. So fucking real, y'all. So, this is my journal. When you see those movies and you see those characters get fucking mad at each other because they're peeping through journals or diaries or whatever. And, you probably done creep through your own siblings' journals and diaries. Probably was entertaining. Probably was a lot of dirt in there for you. But, here it is. Some of the dirt, some of the good, some of the things that I do on the regular. Normally, I lead a very busy fucking life. I have a day job. I work 8 hours a fucking day. And that shit is insane. Fucking insane to work 8 hours a day. Like, we are in a modern society of technology, and if technology has increased productivity, made it much more rapid, tasks get done a lot faster, communications happen at a fucking instant, how are we still working 8 hours a day? That shit made sense back then, but these days, I understand it's all profit drive. Like, the faster you work, the better you do, the more efficient, the more pro-efficient, all that bullshit. But it's all good shit. It's all really good shit. We've come a long way as a society, as I'm in, America. You can probably tell by the accent. Dallas, Texas boy. Grew up, raised here in Dallas, spent 2 years in Chicago, went to Columbia College, Chicago, for the arts, where I focused in sound design for film. So, to all of you hearing this, you are pretty much the paper. Not to call you guys thin or anything. Like, I know you're out there with a lot of character, probably much more character than I have. Sometimes I feel like my personality lacks a little bit. I'm not the most approachable person from what I've been learning, and I tell really awkward, corny jokes, but that's all a part of my dry humor. And I attempt to be affable, and it never works, probably 85%, 90% of the time. But, it is what it is. This is what you're getting yourself into. So when I say I lead that busy life, as far as the segment back a little bit, just to backtrack, because, it's the first one. I'm probably going to be a little unorganized right now. But, the life that I lead, I'm an IT guy, I'm a network engineer. That is a pretty good paying job. I'm probably mid to high class, something like that. My coworker often jokes with me talking about I'm part of the top 10%. And I'm like, bro, you fucking with me? Hell no, I'm not part of the top 10%. Then, of course, I go look at some of the numbers. I'm like, fuck, this is crazy. Like, I feel like I haven't worked hard enough to be a part of the top 10%. But, things like that easily get taken for granted. So, as far as like how you may feel, this is all a process. Everything's a process. You just put in the work, you get there. Shit gets easier as you go once you start achieving it. But I would say as far as the busyness goes and the challenges you face all depends on you. I face a lot of fucking challenges, like a lot of fucking challenges, as to where I got this timer going, and my iPad shut off. I never even started the timer, but yeah, timer started now. But yeah, as far as Man, kind of dropped that ball there, but as this was a journal, just a little straight line, a little ellipses, and just circle back around. But anyhow, IT network engineer, pretty good salary. Starting to reach the peak, and I am not really afraid of that. I'm 31, and you think I should be afraid of that, but I can get another certification or two, and get that, and achieve more, 30 to 60, or hop into management. But I'd rather see my investments and the business that I have flourish. So right now I'm in the mind state of not continuing to look for jobs, because I got to where I am as fast as I did from like 25 to 30, 31, my bad. I just turned 31. But yeah, be a job hopping. And that is the ultimate way of increasing your salary by 30 to 50K within 3 years. Just job hops. Like go to the job and get 6 months, ask the company for a raise. If you like the company, if you don't get attached. It's almost like playing the stock market. Don't fucking get attached. Hop that shit and go for something that's going to value you. In my theory, the person's value rises every 6 months of work within a certain field. So if you're in a certain field and you've put in 6 months, motherfucker, you are 20K, 30K more valuable than you were 6 months ago. Go fucking get that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't sit around waiting on it to come, because most companies won't pay it because they like to feel like people will get complacent or comfortable, and they're never going to give you what you deserve if you continue to stay. So I can't speak for all companies. These are just what I've experienced, and I would say the majority experienced this because I've had this conversation with several fucking people. But anyhow, so that's the IT shit. Network engineer. Oh shit, that's mine. All right, so yeah, that call I had to take was along the lines of the IT shit. It was actually all IT. And then it was Velo Cloud and the whole SD-WAN thing that is the pretty much the big thing in the market right now as far as all things networking goes. But anyhow, yeah, part of the same bullshit, working 8 hours a day. And then having these after-hour calls, and here I am with all my ventures that I have or things that I'm trying to realize for myself. I'm not able to allocate as much time to those things because some other motherfucking man is getting all of my hours, all of my best hours in the day. I'll say my best hours in the day is for probably about 9 to 12, eat, come back, get in rhythm, then 1:30 to 3:30. Those are my best motherfucking hours in the day. And then, of course, now at nighttime, I've gotten so used to working at nighttime because I got to motherfucking supplement for all that is missed, for everything that one man gets or that board of investors gets of my time, for the business that I really have no real stake in, which is cool, give and take. It's blessed me. It's got me along this far. I'm now at a place where I feel like if I quit and just lived on my life savings, I'd be fine for some months, and I'll be able to get back into the field where I'm at now with the knowledge that I have, and be able to achieve either the same salary that I'm making now or more, and have better opportunity, probably something a little more laid back, something where I'm not working after hours, after 8 hours of work all the time and all that random bullshit. So anyhow, yeah, that's enough of the IT shit. That's been my whole day, and that's what this journal's about. It's going to be about what I've experienced throughout the day. You know, the drama, the good shit, the bad shit, the lovely shit, the funny shit. Or for example, you know, my girlfriend just yelled at me. Well, playful yell. But she came in here and got on my ass about eating the second half of the banana that she was saving for herself. You know, it was laying on the counter. It was like, what the fuck? You know, it didn't look like he was going to eat it. It looked like it was going to go to waste. That shit was browning. So I ate that motherfucker. It was good, too. It was really fucking good. But supposedly she was saving that for a peanut butter jelly sandwich. And, you know, I can understand the anger in that. It's not every day you get to put a banana in your peanut butter honey or peanut butter jelly sandwich. But I elect for the peanut butter honey. So, but part of the shit that got me going today is that Trusty Influence here on this whiskey, 4 Roses. I'm pretty sure you've heard of it. It's good shit. Very, very fucking good shit. But anyhow, to get to the next piece, we have Yaden. Y-A-Y. D as in David, E as in Eric, N as in Nancy. Yaden. That is the marketplace I run and operate. It is a marketplace. It's been a huge challenge. This has been the most challenging thing I've ever done in my fucking life. Mainly because it's a entity set on the chicken and egg approach. Whereas if you don't have a little of this, you won't get any of that, right? And as far as it goes, we rely on artisans, artists, and folks that make authentic goods or home and decor, places like things like that. I mean, where we try to promote and sell those items. Like we want to be a marketplace of authentic craft, and yeah, something like that. You know, I guess some folks will say, oh, it's like similar to Etsy, similar to Society 6 and all that. And yeah, remotely true. Remotely fucking true, no doubt about that. Our key difference is yet to come. Our key difference is a $500,000 to $600,000 investment. I already done the math there, done the work, the footwork, talked to the people I need to talk to. However, the issue is, where the fuck that's gonna come from? Like I said, the marketplace is relying on the folks to list their product, publish their product, and what our product is allowing the ease of access and convenience for them to do so while bringing heavy customer traffic. So with us starting out as a marketplace, there's a lot for us to learn within each category, and those categories is digital art, illustration, photography, painting, home and decor, fashion, jewelry, so on and so forth. You know, if it's handmade, if it's authentic, if it comes from the soul of somebody, and it's not just designed and sent to some factory, that is the place where we that's the place where we allow for such items to be sold, and it's to be a convenience. There's a lot of headache going into making websites and items like that, but we're here to alleviate that headache, but, you know, have headaches of our own in regards to just the problems. You know, it's just problems. That's things. Problems. Fucking problems all over the place. You know, the first year, it was problems with web developers not being able to do shit or get to that next step, revamp, reshift it. And now the new problem is getting folks to publish product. Like, you know, have 40 sellers so far in the past 2 to 3 months register. To me, in my head, on an estimate, that is probably equivalent to, on average, 40 sellers. I would say that's about 2 to 400 pieces of product based on the quantity of each individual. So that's a lot. That is a lot of product. It's a lot of variety. That's what a marketplace is for. Variety. That's why people go to them. That's why people go to the malls. That's why people do all this shit. Amazon. That's why people go to Amazon. Variety. One-stop shop. Search. Find. Buy. Bam. But, the challenge has been getting people to list these products. The other challenge has been getting them to communicate back via email or whatever. So, coming from my IT background, my arts background, I don't really come from a very salesy role. But this year, I've been probably my most salesy, my most aggressive, my most relentless. It's aggressive as fuck. And, my follow-up game has gotten, I feel like, much nicer. At least it was better than last year. So, but it's a lot that goes into it, man. And, it's almost like fucking dating. Like, I got a wonderful girlfriend now. She's fucking awesome. However, getting to her, what a motherfucking ride. God damn. Motherfucking ride. It was a cool ride. Great experience. Got a lot of shit learned from that. But, for the most part, it's like 98% of girls, and it took 31. No, we met when I was like 29. It took fucking all my dating life to come to her. I've only ever had like 2 or 3 girlfriends, like max, and I only count girls that are like senior year of high school and beyond, because I feel like you have your most, or at least your decision making is probably a little more respectable or whatever. Then, unless you was like much greater in high school and more responsible than I was, I come from a 1.95 GPA. I don't think I was supposed to graduate high school, but here I am. Fuck it. Turned that shit around in college. Got up in the high 3s. Well, I kind of exaggerated that. It was like 3.4. But anyhow, so how'd I get there? Goddamn side track tangent. But yeah, when it comes to the sellers, like the dating, the rejection, similar to me going to these bars, approaching random girls, boom, bam, rejection by at least 85% of them. At least. If not rejected, then entertained by, I'd say 13% of them. And then to get to something a little more real, something that looked potentially good, about 2%. That's what it's coming down to. It's like, I don't know if I'm right to compare it to this or not, but, this is how I've been thickening my skin and with my own reason to keep accepting such rejection, such denial, such all that, goddamn. So, but we're getting there. Little by little. We are definitely getting there. New problems. That's what I'm happy for. I'm happy to be away from last year's problems. I got new fucking problems now. So that's dope. So anyhow, I'm gonna add this section to my little journal list here, because I said I'll cover a lot of things, and one of those being is a landlord. I forgot to mention this part. Motherfucking landlord. But we're not gonna go there. We're gonna go somewhere a little more entertaining, such as my musical ventures, right? I am a musical composer. I don't have anything on Spotify. I got some shit on SoundCloud. Quality's probably really bad. Well, it's not really that bad. It's not that bad. I got some on YouTube that I'll link here in the description. It's called Afterglow. It's my It was my first track after upgrading all my equipment. I used to like compose music on pirated equipment, pirated software like Native Instruments and shit. Like Native Instruments 4. Here we are, 2010, 2011, 2012. I'm over here. My most productive ever. And all my crap is coming out on, even in 2013, 2014. All my craft coming out on pirated software, Native Instruments and some others. And it sounded pretty shitty. Like then, I just thought it was like, oh, I just gotta mix this, make this sound good, blah, 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 or whatever. And I felt like the composition was there. At least I was proud of it. But mostly, that shit came out terrible. As far as, well, no, it didn't come out terrible. I didn't realize how crappy the quality was until I actually bought Native Instruments and saw the world of difference in the quality, the integrity, everything. I could hear everything. You know, like I come from an audio background. Like I heard everything and it just sounded fucking lovely. But, you know, I do that. I'm not going to dive too much into that because I'm just trying to hit like little talking points or topics to set up the rest of the journal series or whatever, because this is going to be a daily thing. So I'm going to have a lot of time to talk about a lot of shit. And I'm sorry I got caught up on that tangent of my IT life, but that was 8 hours of my day. That's what's mostly at the front of my fucking lobe of what the fuck happened today. But anyway, carry on. So, as I said, I'm a landlord. Got one property, working on 2 properties. I have deep money to drop for a second property, but I also want to make this next investment the best investment. And I'm just looking for something that's going to give me more, maybe gas, like very risky. I'll get into all this shit later. It's very risky, but it'll potentially give me more for a long time. And, like say I put in $5K, I'll probably see $75 to $150 a day based on fluctuation, right? And that shit sounds fucking lovely. That's passive income, dog. So anyhow, nothing's better than like also owning legit property, but at what cost? $200-300 extra just a pocket? Or do I want to rely on a gamble that's going to give me $75 to $150 a day? And I'm not doing shit. I just log in, just like, oh, look at the money, it's there, and then log out. You know what I'm saying? But anyhow, so that's that. And, you know, I'm in the stock market, got investments there. I haven't been as heavy on it lately. I plan to be heavier. Definitely in some crypto. Got a little, well, I don't have no Bitcoin. I don't have a full coin. I got fractions, and it's just looking pretty nice. Got about a K. So, but Doge to the moon, though. Doge is going to be real nice for me. Like, yo, buy fucking Doge. Like, help me get rich. We going to help each other get rich if you buy Doge, because I'm going to keep pumping that motherfucker. And I'm not dumping shit, you know. But yeah, I'm not just bullshitting either. Like I'm literally the guy that gets dumped on. Like I get shot on every fucking day, via the stock market and folks pumping and dumping my ass all the time. So, but you know, it's all good. It's the name of the game, it's the name of the business. You know, I've done it once or twice, but I don't have that much attention to continue to pump, dump, you know, or pump, take my funds, put in something else, pump that up a little bit, dump that, take it on. Like it's a great scheme. Very great scheme, but I don't have that attention. Like I don't have that time, I should say. Attention might be there, time's not there. So anyhow, that's that. Got Divine Visuals. That's me. Divine Visuals being my visual arts. I'm mostly just a photographer, but I decided to like give the alias of Divine Visuals simply because if I venture into more animated things with my photography or with my music or whatever, then it's a product of Divine Visuals. So that's what that's about. I got some pretty good shit. Most of my photography always comes from traveling. I don't just go around my city looking for new spots to shoot, although I probably should. but it's, it's a matter of time and shit again. So anyhow, we got all of that. Huge in the anime. I do another channel with my homie Isaac called Dissect, and we just get on there bullshit, drink some, talk some about anime, and our target for that is casual watchers or not casual watchers or noobs, folks that are thinking about getting into it, and it's like, okay, this is why you should get into it. We don't take it as a super, or we don't like overwhelm with like all the technicalities and jargon of anime, but we more so just break it down to a basic level of why we watch it. We could get technical, but that's not what we want to do. Like, we just honestly two dudes having a good time talking about shit that we love. Like, we do it all the time anyway. So why not see what YouTube think about it? And it's a good time, good fucking time. Always takes a long time because we aren't as efficient yet, but anyhow, so we got that, and talk about my entertainment, and lastly but not least, or when I say my entertainment, like shit that I'm doing, shit I'm into, shit I watched probably recently, like Mr. D. Been watching a lot of Mr. D lately. I love fucking Mr. D. That shit's hilarious. Canadian broadcast about a dude named Jerry Duncan who shouldn't be a phys ed teacher. He's a phys ed teacher, and like he does just everything backwards or whatever. Like, he gets bullied by the kids, he tries to bully the kids, and so on and so forth. This is fucking comical. But anyhow, then Spanish, last but not least, today, or at least the way I'm going on with Spanish, I'm trying to learn one word a day, one new word a day, and its conjugation. So let me rephrase. I'm trying to learn one verb a day and its conjugations. And I'm right now studying the present and past tense. So, for example, mostly all of it's been irregular. We have dar, which means to give. Yo doy, to, oh shit, I'm on the spot. Oh, to das, el fucking da, I think, yeah. So on and so forth. Nosotros damos, el dan, oh no, I'm sorry, ellos dan. Then we go in the past tense. You got yo D, yeah, yo D, and tu dijiste, el dijo, nosotros dijimos, ellos dijeron. I'm about to fact check that shit right now, because I can't just be saying this shit and writing it in the journal like it's correct when I'm not even 100%. So, to dar. Alright. Yo doy, tu das, el da, nosotros damos, ellos dan. I was correct on that shit. Past tense, yo di, tu diste, not dijiste, tu diste. El dio, nosotros dimos, dijeron. So I fucked up one of those. But anyhow, I'm a black dude. I'm gonna fuck up some shit. But anyway. So, yeah, that pretty much going to conclude the journal for tonight, man. If you like the topics I'm going to be talking on throughout my journal, definitely like, subscribe. It's going to be these coming out daily. My new thoughts, experiences, new experiments. That's what every fucking thing is. And, how should I say? Oh, of course, my goals, all of that, like, things alter because it's life. Like, this is like legit life. Shit that I go through to be as successful I want to be. Like, my end goal in life is to travel at will. To travel at will. Meaning to drop everything I'm doing whenever I want to Don't have to worry about the bank account. Don't have to worry about somebody telling me you don't got enough PTO. Don't have to worry about any of that. Just like be able to drop it and travel, go. You know, be able to sell my house, be able to do whatever the hell I want to do, and just travel for a year, just go. You know, so it'd be about me getting to that journey or getting to that end goal, and it's a daunting one. It's a very daunting. No, that's the wrong word. Challenging. It's a very challenging goal, and there's these new little goals that gets put in place every time. I'm getting put on the shit all the time. I'm researching shit all the time, just trying to make it while keeping sanity. So hopefully this doesn't become some hopefully this doesn't become some thing of where I'm just like, oh, it seems like some cool dude. He kind of seems like he has it. He's almost trying to figure it out. Probably so far from figuring it out, honestly. But he's trying to get there, and like, oh shit, now he's just kind of going crazy. His decision making has become terrible. He's almost like the Joker. He's fucking insane. He can't stop laughing and cutting his wrist on camera. But yeah, hopefully I don't lose that much sanity, you know. But anyhow, keep the sanity, folks. And next time, y'all be easy.